Looking at yourself in the mirror is pretty scary. And specifically, this is going to trigger you because this is going to look at what you believe of everything. And the hot topics for you right now is what you believe of God, what you believe of life, what you believe of truth, and specifically what you believe of death. Now, these and more are topics that I would suggest that you read on, you listen to other people and what other cultures are saying on these topics. You're going to find that there's a part of you that you have to work through because if you're anything like me, you may feel a little cautious in the beginning because you don't want to be led astray. But consciousness is a different experience. And the more that you experience consciousness, you'll realize this is an ability for you to know. Where belief, it leaves you uncertain. Or, unfortunately, very certain. Where within you, the experience of knowing, you know if you believe something, and you have a knowing, and you also have an ability to know that you don't know. Unfortunately, our minds, our egos, convinces us to move forward of this certainty of what things are and what we are. However, if you take a close look at what things are, you may realize all you see is really what other people have told you, where you come from. And this reflects really your greater culture on these topics. However, the truth is that you may not know. So, in looking at things, I suggest that you study. And one of the concepts that you got to confront with your fear is going to be death. And we all fear this because we believe we're the body. And we all know that this body has an expiration date. But what is death? Yeah. What is it? And some of us has experienced it. Some of us have watched it. Some of us have heard about it. But what death is for you is going to be triggered when you come across it. And it'll make you realize is what's your place and what is this fragile thing that we call life, and what is death and what happens. Yeah. So we all have beliefs about this, but looking at this and realizing is knowing is personal experience. You might hear some great swamis or Hindus that will say, okay, I'll tell you what death is, but first, can you prove to me death is real? So that existential, experiential question is something that you shouldn't believe your way out of. Think about it and look at what you think about it and then study on it, and you will think more. Now, grounding yourself in knowing how to get to a knowing on matters, or knowing that you don't know, is a different process than continuing to believe what you believed yesterday. For what we believed yesterday, if it's rooted in, we'll just say, an experience that leaves fear within us, then tomorrow when we go through it again, we'll have the same exact experience. But what if death is not something to fear? It's something for us to accept and to know that we have no control, and we shouldn't fear things that we have no control. And a greater aspect of death, if you accept death, the beautiful thing is you'll realize is you are starting to accept life. If you deny death, well, you deny life. There's a symmetry with these topics and these concepts and how it affects us internally. We can keep believing what other people told you, or you can seek to know. So my suggestion is read some books, understand the culture, and you're going to see while you understand one thing, it helps you understand another. And in the long run, you still don't know, but you have, let's say, a greater knowing of all. That there could be a possibility that your mind could be the error in our thinking. Seek to know who you are and seek to experience life and to know it by hearing it, by experiencing it, by you taking a moment and you contemplating and discerning between what is real and what is not real in the now. For what we think and what we believe of the now is an illusion to get past. What the now is can only be seen by one. Good luck on your journey.